Hi and welcome to this Blueberry Markets video update with me, John Kibler, head currency analyst. In this video we're going to be talking about the Aussie versus the US dollar as price has now broken to the upside. So the last time we spoke about Aussie was this 4-hour range here. What we were discussing was if that price could trade below this range through here, the 0.6650 handle, then it could open up some room to move to the downside. Well, it looks like we were wrong about that. Instead, although price did reject back up at these range highs, which is something we did talk about in here, price has since rallied and broken through that high. Now this is down to a factor of a couple of things. Well, at the moment, the US dollar is weakening, prices moving to the downside, and currently the US dollar index, which doesn't actually feature the Australian dollar within it, just so you know, but obviously we're trading against the US dollar, so we need to understand that the US dollar index is doing at any given time, is now trading below 103.50, which we'll go take a look at in a second. So the dollar index is showing some downside here. Now we do have CPI data coming out of Australia on Wednesday. Now it's showing that we're going to see an increase from 6.9% up to 7.2%. Okay, now what does that mean? Well, if inflation is increasing, then the RBA, who have said before in the past they will have to increase rates. Okay, so they have said in the past that they will do this. Okay, so if the RBA are going to try and increase those interest rates, maybe prices rallying, front running the next RBA meeting. Okay, now the next RBA meeting is on February the 7th. Okay, so maybe we're going to see the price continue to rally to the upside until around this day. Okay, so it's around about a month away, the next sort of rate decision by the RBA. Now if I go into the weekly time frame, from a technical perspective, it is looking like price is going to head to the upside. It looks like we are now going to see price head towards the 0.71 handle, because we're trading through this previous area of resistance, which is why we were looking for the break of the 66.50, and now it's broken through to the upside. So it's broken through the trend line resistance. It's also traded through the 0.6875 range highs, which opens the door now to the 0.71 highs, because you can see from here we had a significant move down. So price is likely going to test the 0.71 handle now. Now for us, that is still around about 170 pips away, so it's still an opportunity for us to look at for price to come into. Now if I go down to that daily time frame, you can see a little bit more clearly that price has traded through those areas of resistance. Is also trading above the daily 200 moving average as well, which is a sign that we could see some further upside. So I think if you're from a trend trade perspective at the moment, you're going to be sitting on your hands. What you're going to be doing is waiting for price to come back down towards the 0.6875 handle, and then look for a move up to the 0.7100. If you're a day trader, you're probably going to look for something fairly similar, but you're also going to be eyeing up sort of breakouts on lower time frames. So for instance, if I was to go to a 15-minute time frame, you can see that price has come back into these structure lows in here, and what you might have looked at the time is maybe a break of this sort of downward trend pressure, and since price has broken it, it's now come and traded back to the highs there. So you could have been looking for a little bit of a move back to those previous structure points through there. So again, you might want to follow a similar policy. If price was to trade through those highs, come back down, retest, you could look for further upsides in terms of that. So keep an eye on your Aussie US dollar. CPI data coming out on Wednesday could push this move high. You can see that 0.71 handle is a really good level to watch out for, because the last time price was in that area, we saw a move which was over 800 pips to the downside. So a decent level to look for targets if you are long this market currently. So I hope that made sense. If it did, leave this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the YouTube channel to see some more of our Forex trading content, and I'll speak to you in the next video.